I'm at a pizza shop in New Jersey where all the pizzas are made by machine. Yeah, you heard me, New Jersey.
Wow, that's really cool.
They take their pizza pretty seriously here, and yet they're calling this the future of pizza. So let's have a taste of what the future is, shall we? I have to try it. This feels wild. Not there. I'm not a robot. Not yet, at least. I didn't actually think it would taste amazing. You are not a robot.
I am not a robot. We have humans that actually work here, believe it or not.
I am fascinated by what you've done here because you are in an area where they take their pizza pretty seriously, and yet you have robots making pizza.
Making pizza specifically is a specialized skill. So what we built was a automated process that essentially functions as an assembly line to make mass quantities of pizza, right? And we built something that has a throughput of around 300 pies an hour right now. That said, we are in the most passionate pizza market in the entire world. The bottom line is if it tastes good, right, the average consumer is not going to care how it's made. So there's certainly been some, questions on, well, hey, how good can this really be? And we know that the proof is going to be in the pudding. Proof's in the pudding.
We gotta check this thing out.
Let's do it.
The machine behind it all is called the Picnic Pizza Station. It's made from a company out of Seattle, Washington. Now, PizzaHQ is one of the very first restaurants to go all in on this modular system that dispenses sauce, cheese, and toppings. And this setup that drops down pepperoni and 3 other toppings can cost a restaurant up to $4,500 to lease every month. But Matt and his crew installed a few additional machines around the kitchen to automate more than just dropping down toppings. These are coming out fast.
Oh yeah. So this is the process from start to finish. So first, we have another human. First thing he's doing is he's using our dough press, right? Helps us make a 16-inch pie consistently every single time. This is a modular piece of robotics equipment that helps us auto sauce, auto cheese, auto topping. What's really cool about it is this iPad right here. This is the ordering system that essentially controls the machine. The very first thing that happens in this modular system right here is it takes like a split second to recognize that there's a pie there and connect to the iPad, and then it feeds it through. These are all refrigerated, right? So the only thing that we have to do is pay attention to refilling the actual containers and the dispensers.
Have you ever talked to them about dessert pizza? Like what are the limitations for what kind of topping you can put in here?
It's really based on the consistency of the topping, right?
Okay. So he explained that toppings do need to be a certain size to not get jammed up. He has to custom order his mozzarella to be shredded in a certain way. But the meat toppings he picked are the most frequently ordered. Right now he's got pepperoni, meatball, sausage, and mushroom loaded in for our test. For the customer that just wants something special, like say black olives or pineapple,
try before you deny.
The team has to add those on by hand.
The next step really is the oven, which is massive. It is a specialized pizza oven, very different than the traditional deck oven that you see in pizzerias. First off, it's a conveyor belt. This is a hot stone conveyor belt oven, so it basically preps the crust to be very crispy, doughy, right? Like that perfect New York, New Jersey style crust that the market expects. So all in all, you're looking at around 7.5 minutes to a finished product.
Wow.
We put it on these cutting boards. It's a uniform slicer. It cuts the pies into 8 perfect slices every time.
Obviously, this whole system seems like a lot when a human can also do this. But the key is that they can pump out a ton faster for those big birthday and school orders. And they get the price of the pie to $9.99. So what's the biggest order you've had to do so far, or have you put it to the test?
Oh yeah, so there's a couple of school suppliers that we work with that Friday mornings we gotta get close to 300 pies out the door.
Can I just go in and grab it?
Yeah,
all right.
Grab it.
I cut pretty well. This is good. I mean, it's really hot.
Yeah.
But I can tell. I would order this.
It's amazing.
It's crispy, it's thin. The sauce is good too, it's rich.
Yeah, it's very flavorful.
No, I would not guess this was made by a robot or machine.
Yeah.
And I think the other judge is also kids. Like I think my kids would be good with this.
Yeah.
So while I struggle with that cheese, I should explain, you are going to see these machines pop up in more and more places. The Picnic Pizza System has been doing pilot tests at college campuses, including Texas A&M and the University of Chicago. They've had these machines at T-Mobile Park, which is where the Mariners play, and it's also been tested at convention centers and in some theme parks. I didn't see any technical problems. There were no jam-ups while we were there, and they did make quite a few pizzas for us that we were happy to keep test eating. Picnic is not the only company making machines to pop out faster pizzas. There's the Grody food service machine that makes up to 45 pizzas a minute, but you still need to cook the suckers. And then there's Stellar Pizza in LA. It's got a machine inside a truck that plops down dough and handles toppings and feeds it all into an oven. And there's even the pizza making vending machine called Lit's Pizza. And it's got some robotic arms spinning everything around, making a pie in 3 minutes. Over at PizzaHQ, by freeing up some humans from babysitting the pie, Matt says they can spend more resources on ingredients, on delivery drivers, and getting marketing and sales help. Machines are becoming more commonplace in restaurants as a solution to the changes these days in labor and staffing. More robots are flipping fast food burgers and fries. You just don't always see how robots are helping in the kitchen. They made so many pizzas for us. I'm taking another pie home. I'll be eating pizza for a while, but that's okay. That's research, you know? I'm glad the team gave us a behind-the-scenes look at how it all works. Clearly, it's not all robots. There's still some human touch involved. It's just about where the human touch is. That's the secret sauce, right? It's maybe not about a human sprinkling the cheese on, but where they put the resources in different ways. My kids loved the leftovers that night, and I even had some in the morning. Cold pizza test. Still good. But I kept thinking I needed to cleanse my palate with a proper New York pizza test and get a slice around the corner from the office. So it's been a day and I can't stop thinking about how good PizzaHQ was, and it was made by a robot. All I've been eating is robot pizza since then. And so I had to really come to a legit New York pizza joint to give it a comparison, to give it a true test. And maybe to cleanse my palate and heal my New York soul. I actually like the other one better. I mean, pizza's subjective, but why is the robot better? I mean, this is average. It's greasy, big, fat slice. But the other one just tasted better. It's crazy. I don't want to like the robot better. So if that's the pizza of the future, maybe the future ain't so bad. If this makes sense in your neighborhood, let me know. Or if you just absolutely hate the idea, let me know that too. I gave it a try. Would you? Thanks for watching. And be sure to like and subscribe because I'll be coming out with more episodes of trying different crazy things that are popping up in our life. Like robots making better food.